Yeah, I've tried to, if I'm going to leave you with something, is that...
well, wait a minute, we have to do our little brief interview. And
you're getting multiple lenses on that object, then suddenly the whole picture comes. We kind of had three different entities working in stovepipes. Yeah, and very often it's...
yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, it's an up at the minute, so we're up there every week, day in, day out.
Support in terms of capabilities to, such as the more separate the two communities.
It looks more like, you see, all of that was covered up before. Yeah, I've seen. So a lot of the rubble coming through this is
We've witnessed almost a 70% rise of military violations, predominantly construction violations by both parties along the buffer zone in this year. So those violations are anything from high-tech CCTV cameras, which we assess could have the ability to link into other military capability that could be used in an offensive capacity, to stone throwing, weapon cocking, or soldiers coming into the buffer zone to apprehend civilians. So all these factors play out in the buffer zone almost on a daily basis.
İleri! İleri!
What we are seeing is probably a classic security dilemma, where both forces are acting in a defensive, what they argue is a defensive manner, but is perceived by their opposition as an aggressive act. And of course, you don't know where that's going to stop, because if neither party stops, eventually there's only one logical conclusion, that peace will turn into violence. My fear is that people won't listen and won't hear the information that we're giving them, and then actually act on it in a way that will de-escalate tensions. And my real concern for Cyprus is that we get into that boiling frog analogy, where a frog sits in water, it's slowly heated up, and at a level that is difficult to determine, suddenly that becomes lethal. And so that's what could happen here. I'm not saying we're there yet. I don't know what that level is, but there's certainly, if there are warning signs that we are just escalating, and there's no de-escalation seen yet.
we are diverging away from world peace, we are diverging from security. And Cyprus is part of a regional security puzzle. And does the world need another conflict? Does the world need another wildfire? If things are allowed to progress on their own at a free fall, without us being in charge of what is going on in Cyprus, without controlling the process, I don't believe that things will stay stationary. It's unfortunately, we could possibly find ourselves with an escalation of tensions, which would be too late to control. Therefore, it is important to return back to the negotiating table. It is important to stay within the UN mandate and take good advantage of the body of work that already exists.
What are people going to
And that's still being played out today.
Typical.